What's up guys, welcome back to another Xbox Series X video. In today's video we are going to be going over the Xbox Series X specs. So today Microsoft revealed the official specs behind the Xbox Series X. We already knew a few of these before, but they revealed like pretty much every single spec you ever needed to know about the Xbox Series X. And that's what we're going to be going over today. So here we have it. These are the specs for the Xbox Series X. For the CPU, they have an 8-core Zen 2 CPU running at 3.8 gigahertz, or it'll be 3.6 with SMT enabled. So they can run the CPU at 3.8 gigahertz, or they can run it at 3.6 with SMT and have all cores at that. So this will be the same spec all the way across every single Xbox Series X, and there won't be any like difference between cooling or whatever. So it's not going to throttle based on cooling or anything else like that. Like, this is the spec it's always going to be. Digital Foundry says that this is separated by 2 quad cores in the CPU. So they're 2 quad cores, but they're like stitched together. And for the GPU, dude, this is really exciting. Of course, we already knew it was going to be a 12 teraflop GPU, but this has 52 compute units at 1.825 gigahertz, and it's a custom RDNA 2 GPU. So recently AMD talked about RDNA 2 and talked about all the performance and efficiency gains they've been having with it, which is just going to be absolutely incredible for this system, and also for RDNA 2 as an architecture as well for the PC space. But 52 CUs is pretty incredible. I believe it will actually have 56, but then they said that 4 of them will be disabled for like manufacturing tolerances. But that is crazy. The die size for it is going to be 360.45 millimeters squared. The process is going to be a 7nm enhanced, so we already knew this from AMD, is that their Zen 2 and RDNA 2 are 7nm plus. The memory is actually kind of interesting. We're going to get 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory with a 320-bit bus. They said they had some issues with the memory bus, and so they had to make it 320-bit. But because of that, they also had to do some cool trickery with the memory bandwidth. So 10 of those 16 gigabytes are going to be running at 560 gigabytes per second, whereas 6 of them are going to be running at 336 gigabytes per second. So that's still really fast, but only 10 of them are going to be running at this like incredible speed. But it has been detailed though about like what the breakdown is for RAM and for memory, about like what is actually available for the system, which is reserved for like games and whatnot. Digital Foundry did a great piece about this today, so I'm not going to steal any other coverage. If you guys haven't seen that, you guys should definitely go and check that out. I'll have that link in the description. You guys should definitely go and support Digital Foundry. They're a great organization and they provide a lot of great information. So make sure you guys go and check that out. For the storage we have in the Xbox Series X, it'll be a 1TB custom NVMe SSD, which is kind of surprising. I would have figured it'd become some sort of like SATA, but NVMe, this is really exciting. I mean, 1TB custom NVMe SSD, this is awesome. There was some speculation about whether or not there would be an NVMe drive, but there was also a lot of speculation about whether it'd be 1TB or not because of the price of like NAND storage, and because of that, people are thinking that 1TB might be kind of a stretch and we might be going back to 500 gigabytes, but I'm glad it's going to be 1TB of this super fast NVMe SSD. For the IO throughput, they say it'll have 2.4 gigabytes per second of raw and 4.8 gigabytes per second is compressed with the custom hardware decompression block. For expandable storage, they detailed this. They say you can have a 1TB expansion card, which they say matches the internal storage exactly. So this is like a little memory card that you can plug into the back of your Xbox Series X that will give you a expanded storage and just like more storage, so you have up to like 2 terabytes that you can have on your Xbox Series X. They did detail like external hard drives and talk about that. They have USB 3.2 external hard drive support. They have a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive, and the performance target they say here is 4K at 60 FPS with up to 120 FPS. So there is a lot to unpack here with all the information that came out today. So I'll be making several videos about this. They included a glossary, which I'm actually going to do in a separate video because there's a lot to unpack there. But that is the specs of the Xbox Series X, dude. That is really awesome, and I am so excited about this. Like, those are some killer specs, and as we get into the next video about the glossary, those specs actually mean more than they appear on the surface. And then Microsoft is ensuring that you're going to be able to get every single last ounce out of your Xbox Series X, and they're going to be pushing it to its absolute limits. And it's really incredible. So make sure you guys check out that video. But those are the specs for the Xbox Series X. Really exciting. And I'm glad we got a lot of that information. They didn't mention networking though, which I'm a little bit disappointed about. It's speculated that it'll have Wi-Fi 6 support. I hope that it will. But then about like networking for like Ethernet, it's most likely going to have a gigabit Ethernet. I would love to see like 2.5 gigabit or even maybe 10 gigabit because gigabit is becoming more and more mainstream, but they didn't detail that. I'm sure we're going to get that in time, but we got a lot of great Xbox Series X coverage on the channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed and check out those other videos. Make sure you guys check out that glossary because there's a lot of information in there, and then make sure you guys also go and check out Digital Foundry's channel for all their coverage on the Xbox Series X today as well. But that's going to do it for our video today, guys, about the Xbox Series X specs. What do you guys think about this? It's absolutely incredible. Sony has not shared anything regarding specs about the PlayStation 5, so it kind of makes you wonder, but still, we got to wait for Sony to confirm anything on there, but it seems like Microsoft is being very confident with their Xbox Series X, and it seems like they're just really excited to share this to gamers everywhere. But there you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.